Hello there. How you doing? This is Uber Pete of Uber Pete Book. I wanted to just talk with you today about how I got involved in driving for Uber, and it was almost kind of a mistake. Um, I was before Uber. I did a whole bunch of things. Mainly I was involved in retirement uh, plans for companies, and I did a lot of record keeping for that. But I also, at one point, moved into writing plan documents and editing plan documents and working with the IRS on retirement plan documents so that they could be approved by the IRS. And I built a successful insurance business also. Um, and I was at one point, this was probably about a little over 3 years ago, I was talking with a friend of mine who was in the insurance business with me, and I was mildly just complaining to him that I needed to find some money to fix my wife's car. And he said, "Oh, dude, you got to drive Uber if you need fast cash." And I said, "Uber, what's that?" So um, I looked it up online and I signed up to drive for Uber, and I got approved in the next day or 2 days. And I remember my first Uber ride. I was sitting right here at my desk at home working with my insurance business, and my phone went off. And I looked at my phone and I said, "Oh, an Uber ride. Okay." So I went out and I got in my car and I drove to where the application told me to drive to. And somebody opened my door and got in. I'm like, "Oh, hi, Karen." And she said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, my name is Pete." And she said, "Hi, Pete." And I drove her where the application told me to drive her to. And I stopped, and Karen got out of the car, and I went swipe right to complete the ride. And I completed the ride, and the money was there in my Uber account right then. And I said, "Oh my gosh, this is so easy. I could do this. Very simple." So that was my first ride, and I just started to drive more and more and more, and my income quickly shot up because this business is simple. This business everybody wants. Everybody needs a ride. And when they really need a ride that they can count on getting and having a good quality ride, they call Uber. All right. Uber was the original. Uber has been around, um, I think, in my opinion, in my experiences, Uber is the one that people call when they need to get there. There's others, um, which I will not mention, but Uber is the one that people call when they really need to ride and really need to count on getting where they're going. Now, that was really my first experience with Uber. Um, I quickly realized the income that I could make, and over the last 3 years, I have built an income um, that I have figured out exactly what to do to be able to increase my income to where I want it to be, which is 6 figures. And for me, I'm crazy. I drive 5 12-hour days on Uber. All right. I am, my preferred time to drive is 5 a.m. to like 6 or 7 p.m. because I got time to do some stuff in the middle and have lunch and whatever. But, so 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., adding a little bit of extra time. Uber will generally let you drive 12 and a half hours. All right. So if they cut you off after 12 and a half hours, depending on some other parameters. But, 12 hours is when they, stop your application from accepting more rides. So 12 hours is probably a good amount of time to drive every day. So I do 5 12-hour days, Monday through Friday. I don't work the weekend. And I'm able to earn the money that I need to pay my bills and then some. So I think it's a pretty good deal, pretty good business. And it certainly, if you put the work in and want to work and want to make some good money, ride sharing is definitely the way to go. Now, in the beginning, I did Uber and I did Lyft also, and there was an application out there. I don't even know what it's called now, but it used both of those, and it gave you the ride that you got first and declined all other rides. So it would maximize your income. You could end up driving like for 14 or 15 hours, but 12 hours was enough. 12 hours a day was enough for me. I like the Uber application better. For me, I thought that Uber had the more recognizable name, and stuck with it. And let me tell you, the income is undeniable. And if you want to have control of your time and have flexibility to do what you need to do when you need to do it, the ride sharing industry is just so fantastic for that. And you can just log off and go do what you need to do and come back and finish up your day. So I just wanted to give you kind of a taste of how it started for me. And maybe there's something that you're looking for, but maybe this will be a good thing for you also. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Ciao.